All right, guys, take four. I want to keep this short and sweet. So I'm coming out with a 40-minute video. It's going to be uploaded right after this. But there's some clarifications I need to make on things that have changed since I made that video. One thing is that the main thing really is the germanium pedals. Instead of making one as a one-off and the other one as three of them, I'm actually going to make four one-off different versions because the germanium transistor is just too interesting and I don't want to limit it to one design to be three of them, so they're all going to be unique. So I think you might like that. And a second thing is I accidentally labeled the reject and the one that I thought was the wrong one actually is the right one. Oops, my bad. So the one that's labeled Russian Reject is actually the correct one, and the one that's labeled Russian Heart is actually the wrong one. The germanium pedals, especially the Russian Heart, need if you're gonna put a guitar through that one, you have to have a clean boost prior, or it won't detect it. All of these pedals really need like a clean boost first prior to get the signal hot enough, because the way they're made more to take like a line signal, like from a synth or keyboard, because I aimed this stuff more at keyboard players. And also I think when this was originally designed, it was designed for those bass guitars that are powered. Some bass guitars have like a little battery in them and they're slightly powered. I don't know the right words for it. I'm not a guitar player, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And I think the circuit is designed for those kind of guitars, but you don't have to. Those kind of basses. My bad, bass guitars. But if you don't have that, you can just have a regular one without that power aspect and just throw a clean boost in the signal first before going to the pedal. Or you could use a very neutral overdrive, I guess. That could work too. Or some other kind of pedal where you could just turn up the volume and not turn up the gain. That's possible. But you're gonna have to boost up the signal to make it work, like I said, with a bass or a guitar, unless they're powered ones. Second off, this sounds way better. I've done more testing since that last video, just getting ready for the videos coming up, and these pedals sound way better with synths than they do guitar. But the caveat is, if you do put that preamp or a clean boost or overdrive but without flavor, it will make it suited better to the guitar. But I don't actually have a bass to test, but I've kind of tuned down the guitar a little bit, and I know a bass is going to sound way better with these pedals than an actual guitar will. So I am going to buy a bass when I can. I'm waiting on my refund check to come in. I know this late. That's a long story, but I'm waiting for my income tax refund check to come in. And I'm going to get a bass guitar so I can do testing with that to give you guys a more accurate example. But what I will do is I suck at guitar, but I'll play a few little very simple things into a looper. And I will get that looper. I will boost the volume so it'll like get it to a line level, so I won't need a preamp or a clean boost or whatever. So that can give you kind of an idea what a guitar will sound like it, but it's kind of cheating. So have that in mind. But going forward, I'm gonna get a bass guitar. I don't know how many of these will sell before I get the bass guitar. Like my refund check, it's probably gonna be like another 2 weeks before it arrives. So I don't think all of these will be sold by then, but I assume some will. So you have that in mind. But yeah, so there you go. I will tell you some interesting things I found out. The 303, like I said, since I designed these to sound with the 303, they all sound really good with the 303, personally. But they sound different. They all have kind of a slightly different flair with the 303. But the best sounding one is definitely one of the cheap ones, one of the $50 cigar box, the red one with the little, like the girl with like the skull makeup. That is definitely one of the better sounding ones with the 303. That one and the Russian Reject germanium one, those are probably my favorite top tier, tied really for of these so far. Now, I haven't actually tested the main one design. I've done a slight tweak to the main design. I haven't tested it since with it because I have to fix something on it. But I'm going to test that with it. But that main design, guys, that I have 20 of, those are made where they can sound good with anything. So I kind of got that main one working where it'll sound really good with bass. Even though I don't have a bass, I tuned my guitar down really, really low where the strings get rattly, and I'm trying to get close to bass, you know? It's not really a bass, but you get my idea. And it's going to sound good with that. It sounds good with the guitar too, like I said, as long as you boost the signal. And of course, it sounds good with a 303. So that's that. And I mentioned it again, but one last time, the germanium pedals, all 4 of them are going to be unique. So have that in mind. That is not accurate in the next video you're about to see. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. It's going to be a 40-minute long video, but I do recommend watching it. If you plan on buying any of these pedals, definitely watch it, the whole thing. Now, if you don't want to buy it, but you just want to see them, maybe watch like the first 5 minutes. But if you do want to buy some or want to buy some eventually, definitely would watch the whole thing. And I will go into depth explaining, once I have my website up, how to custom order. Now, if you guys want to custom order one of the main line, once you hear those before the website's up, I'll make a video where you can contact me, but that'll come soon. All right, see you guys later, and definitely watch the video that's coming up.